Hey, so we are inside Terminal 1 at the airport at the moment. If you take a look behind me, you can see there's no one here. It's very quiet. This is a rare scene that you would see at Reagan National Airport, and that's what we've been seeing for the past several hours here. A lot of people still in shock about what happened here, and if you take a moment to look at the monitor here, this is the emergency alerts we've been seeing throughout the airport. These first came on after that crash happened, letting people know due to the emergency situation, all flights are being held on the airfield, letting people know that additional information will be released. So that's kind of what we've been seeing throughout the airport at the moment. And we actually spoke with some people who were here at the airport on their planes, ready for takeoff essentially, and then were told that they were going to have to wait. And then shortly after they heard about that crash, we want you to listen to that sound. You boarded your plane.
Yes.
Take me through what happened.
So we have to fly to Dallas on Southwest, which has to board by, we have to start by 8:40. So we boarded on time. We thought we were going to fly on time, but I think they basically have the plane on the runway, but it was halted for almost like 20-30 minutes. We don't know what's going on, but they told like we're going to take off within like 15-20 minutes, but it never happened. I started seeing a lot of like vehicles going back and forth in airport. I don't know what's going on, but we are just waiting. Then
You want to just go out?
we were told like some incident happened and they told they're gonna deplane us. We were deplaned and we were just sitting there at the gate 5.
And for you to hear that there was a plane crash, what goes through your mind after you hear that?
That's very sad. Who will ever expect that? So yeah. Then once we deplaned, even like then actually in the plane someone opened the mobile and saw the news on Twitter. So I know the news when we are deplaning, so we know like what happened. We know that some crash happened, but we don't know much details. But later they announced in the airport that.
And did you hear anything, see anything out of ordinary?
We were in plane most of the time. We came out after like almost maybe around 9:15, sometime like that. Then we were just waiting at the gate. After some time they told like flight is cancelled and we have to leave the airport.
So again, you could hear the sadness in his voice. That's been the reaction from several people who were out on their planes ready for takeoff and then heard the sad news. We even spoke with another man who was headed to Chicago and said he heard the sirens, and that's when he knew something bad was going on. So a lot of them still in shock. Now, we talked about the airport being closed. We want to show you actually right outside here of Terminal 1 what we're seeing. We've seen a large police presence out here, and we know that a lot of the sections of the airport have been blocked off by police officers. So if you take a look out here, we're going to go out this door. You will notice a security presence out here. You'll see flashing lights. That's what we've been seeing since we arrived here to the airport. Several sections where they're being monitored at the moment. We've been seeing crews rush around throughout the different terminals as they respond and continue their investigation. Now, earlier in that press conference, we did hear from officials who confirmed that the airport is expected to reopen at 11 a.m. That's when they expect for the first flights to take off. So they're trying to remind everyone who does have those early morning flights that those flights will not be taking off at that time. They want you to monitor everything online and to come at 11 a.m. But because this is a fluid situation, that timing could change. Now, earlier also in that press conference, we also heard about the large response for this. We know over 300 personnel have responded and are out there right now helping crews as they try to go through these rescue operations. So a lot going on at this hour. We know that there are a lot of rough conditions that they're working through. Potomac River is about 8 feet deep. It's dark out there. There's not a lot of lights. There's also some ice. So the divers are taking a lot longer to work through these situations and get through these conditions to help some of those victims from that crash. So there is a lot going on here. And crews also telling us that it is going to take several hours for them to get through this and also start their investigation. So they're asking for people to give them their space, give them extra time as they work through all of this. So again, there's just a lot happening right now. It's obviously a very fluid situation, but the main thing right now is to give these crews the space to work right now. They also are asking, again, if you have those early morning flights, to expect to not get here until after 11 a.m. That's when the first flights will start taking off. So a lot going on at this moment here at the airport, but it is still closed. We've been hearing from several people here who are in shock, but sending prayers to those families at this hour, guys.
Them do their work undisturbed. and unburdened.
Yeah.
There certainly is enough for them to do. Alexis, thank you so much for that information and for just reiterating what we're hoping to share with people right now. Topper,